Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Pin Decker of Kung Tech Fu. We have an update on the video that was made just yesterday on the launch of the great baked beans coming back once again. Yes, baked beans version 2.0 is back, and we have a quick update to give you some highlights on how to actually use it properly. But first, a word from our big brother who's always looking out for our best interests to protect us from ourselves.
A nurse is vaccinated, but just minutes later, this happens.
Oh, sorry.
Tiffany Dover fainted as she spoke to reporters at a hospital in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
The jab is completely safe. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Pin Decker of Kung Tech Fu. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We made a video yesterday about baked beans 2.0, which was, of course, last year, one of the biggest projects ever to hit DeFi. And if you were in it, you probably made a lot of money. If you came in towards the end of the contract and you played musical chairs, you, of course, was left without a seat. But don't fret. We are back once again. Baked Beans, this is the original team. And they also partnered up with a new developer, ladies and gentlemen. And this new developer is, of course, none other than Jack from Frost Flakes, okay? Which was and still is one of the most successful miners to date. Now, in order for us to really extract the benefit of baked beans, they're not playing around this time, ladies and gentlemen. We have to go to the white paper, and if you're not in the habit of reading the white paper, I suggest that you get in the habit of reading the white paper, even if it's just the highlights. But you need to understand how to milk this cow the best way you know how, and in order to know how correctly, you gotta read the white paper. I mean, who knows better than the creator himself? So let's take a quick look at this white paper, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to go here to two things that are very important for you to understand. If you look at this first line in the second paragraph, let's just highlight this. All right. It is a requirement to accumulate 0.01 BNB before rebaking your beans. That means compounding, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know. So when you rebake your beans, that means compounding. So 0.01 BNB before being able to rebake, because they want to make sure, it even says it here, this is to ensure that the BSC gas fees are not higher than the rebaking amount, of course, which is automatically derived within the smart contract. Now, you may ask yourself, well, how much is that exactly? That is approximately, ladies and gentlemen, $2.45, or as it says here, $2.44. Okay, so you want to make sure you have that in the contract before you rebake your beans. So let's just go back here, ladies and gentlemen, and if we can find our way back, of course. Let's just go back here and let's just take a quick look at baked beans itself. So when you go here to baked beans, if you look down here, you're going to have your beans right here. You got this in your wallet, of course, but you're going to have to go down here and you're going to have to look at your beans right here and your beans and BNB right here. So you're going to have to wait until this says 0.01 before you decide to rebake your beans. That is very important. Also, another thing that is even more important than that, we got to go back to the white paper for this. All right, let's return to the white paper because this is extremely important. This is why it's the title of my video, okay? Eating beans, all right? When it comes to eating beans, ladies and gentlemen, it is very important that you understand that in order to take profit, that's what eating beans means. It means to take profit. So when you're ready to take profit, previously in version number 1 of baked beans, we was doing a 6-to-1 strategy. We were compounding for 6 days and or rebaking our beans for 6 days, and we were eating the beans on the 7th day. This time around, it's a little more serious, because now what you want to do is you want to wait. If you want to get the maximum effect, you want to wait 10 days before you eat your beans, ladies and gentlemen. That means we are now working a, what is it? A 10-day strategy, let's just say, okay? So every 10 days, when that thing reads 10 days, you compound for 9 days, and on the 10th day, yes, so a 9 to 10 strategy, I guess we could call it. You want to compound for 9 days, and on the 10th day, you can go ahead and take your profit, all right? So the Eat Beans function is simply put why all investors join this project. This is where your hard-earned BNB gets returned to your aforementioned MM or Trust Wallet. That's MetaMask. MM stands for MetaMask, just so that you know, or Trust Wallet, so that you can go buy real life beans or maybe a Lambo. Hey, that would be nice. But if you're going down here, ladies and gentlemen, it says baked beans versus baked beans over here. And if we go over here, there's actually a chart that's going to show you what the marketing, 1% on the baked beans, 5% on eating beans, okay? Now, that is what you have to be aware of. This is why it is in your best interest to play the game the way the game was created to be played. If you try to get slick, you're only going to out-slick yourself. This is why these sustainability measures are in place, to make sure everybody can eat together. If you're out for yourself, if you try to be in this only for your own self-aggrandizement, and if you don't want for your brother that what you want for yourself, you will, this system is designed to reward those that are playing fair and playing nice, and to punish those who are not. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Pen Deck coming to you once again live, reminding you and telling you, first, remember, when you rebake your beans, make sure you have 0.01 before you rebake your beans. Do not rebake your beans or compound until you have 0.01. And what does that actually mean? That actually means that you need to put a healthy amount in. Because if you just put $5 or $10 in, because the minimum to get in is 0.01. Because yeah, let's just take a look at this real quick, ladies and gentlemen, before we go. You see down here, the minimum is 0.01. Of course, I just showed you guys, that's like $2.44. But if you put $5 in here, it's going to be a long time before you're able to rebake your beans in a successful manner, because you have that 0.01. You got to get more than $3 in. And if you only put that in, it's going to be a while before you're able to accumulate that. So go hard or don't go at all. All right. If you come into this thing, I am giving you some not advice, because of course, disclaimer, this is not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor at any point. What I am is a person that is giving you the education of blockchain and the decentralized and centralized and arbitrage and forex plays that are available to you for you to gain financial independence as you utilize the principle of compound interest. So therefore, there's only one way to do it, ladies and gentlemen, and that's to do it the right way. So I suggest that you go hard on this thing, in the sense, if you're going to go in hard, because the harder you go in, the least amount of time that you are exposed. Understand that. It's just like I told in the arbitrage play of the FX Gold. All right, I got a friend into that, and he says, "Oh, maybe I'll put a couple of $100." I says, "No, go in strong. This is the way you can get your main objective is to get your ROI out as fast as possible. Therefore, after you get your ROI out, everything inside the platform is house money, meaning profit. It means that from that point forward, the platform has paid for itself, and if the platform dies, you may be emotionally hurt, but you will not be financially hurt, because you already got out what you put in, and plus some profit, you see? So it'd be like, oh man, I wish that thing would have hung around a little longer. I could have made a lot more money. However, you didn't lose any money. It's like playing a game of chess, and the guy's got you on the rails, and then you manage to get a stalemate. I didn't win, but I didn't lose either. So that's the goal, ladies and gentlemen. So I would suggest putting 50, 100, a half a BNB, or even a full BNB. If you got it like that, do 2 or 3. Then this way you can get your ROI out much quicker. One of my instructors, as you guys know, I am a full Jeet Kune Do instructor under Guru Dan Asano. I've been practicing Kung Fu for over 50 years. I truly am a Pindecker. And one thing that Larry Hartzell, one of Bruce Lee's original disciples, used to always tell us, go to the heart danger. There you will find safety. And that is the way of the DeFi DGen. That is the way of how you risk it for the biscuit. And that is how you get paid, ladies and gentlemen. So scared money don't make no money. Let's get in here. Let's do this thing and not look back. So once again, this is the Pindecker coming to you live, telling you how to, telling you how I'm cranking out that crypto. And remember, if you decide to get in, it is fully and completely your responsibility. Use us as a template, and if you do what we do, you will get similar results. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. One love, and we will see you soon. And welcome back, Baked Beans.